If you only had 5 Tames in Ark Survival Ascended, what would you pick? Would you go for the Mighty Rex? Would you go for a Thylacoleo? Who knows? Well, the choice is yours. The choice is mine. Let's figure out what we're going to do so where we can get through each individual map as we go. We've already beat the first 3 bosses on the island. The Overseer is still on hiatus, but you know what? We're moving on to Scorched Earth, and let's see if we can take out the Manicore. Let's do this. Man, Phoo, that green ob over in the distance, dude. Yeah. We got to find a way to get ourselves over there. Not today, but we've definitely got to see if we can get over there. Let's see. There. And... But today, we've got to figure out a way of getting sustainable metal. Why do you have 196 weight, dude? That is silly. All right. Seems like somebody forgot a decimal point on that one. I mean, hey, yeah, so, you know, I'm big and I'm bulky and I'm strong. And look at the size of these muscles, but have you seen the size of my Phoo and how much he benches? It's amazing. Hey, you know, Jerboa Phoo looks at you and goes, hey, you even bench, bro? Right? All right, but hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Phlinger's 5 Tame Challenge. I'm Phlinger, and today we are getting started with a few things. We have got to get metal up and going. We've also got to get refining forges up and going. We've got to get, a whole bunch of stuff up and going. We need... Cool story, bro. But yeah, no, we need to get a couple things up and going, and yeah... Let's see, how much can I actually repair this? No, I'm missing flint. All right, well, we've got to get a little bit of flint before we, we got to find a rock before we, yeah. Okay. But yeah, we need to figure out where to go get metal. Now, there is spots to get metal here. If we head up this way, there's spots to get metal. Also, if we head down this way, there's spots to get metal. Although heading down along this little ravine bit can be kind of treacherous for jumps. There's some jumps that you think you can make it and you just can't. And then when you fall down, you're not really super in danger. But the only way to get out of that little ravine is to get into danger. So we need to make sure we avoid those. All right, let's get... Wrong button. Hey, dude. All right, and I'm not going to venture out without the bolas in my inventory for the first little bit. You know, I mean, I do realize jerboas are good, but I'm already missing Messopythecus on my shoulder. Okay, that's Melatops. Yeah, Messopythecus on the shoulder really changes things. Hey, dude. See how much stone we can get out of this thing. Alright, so that's toast. Check behind it, make sure nothing's gonna come eat us. I mean, you just never know when a raptor's going to come over that edge, going to come down that way, a terror bird. I mean, terror bird is lethal at this point. Raptors can be very treacherous, but absolutely escapable. Terror birds, with their tankiness, I mean, they don't hit nearly as fast as raptors do, but they just have so much health. It is hard to get that down in the matter of a bola, especially with a bow. All right, let's see. I don't think we're going to need all the sand, and we can always get a bunch of sand. Okay, so we need more stone, more hide, and wood. Okay. You also need to get some food up and going here soon. I am so sorry, dude. But you are dinner. Take as much hide as that'll give me. Now, I'm kind of thinking about different things that we can use, different kind of creatures we can use on this map, much about like we did on the island. That... What? Okay. Like we did on the island, that we don't tame, but we can use wild ones to our advantage. I'm not really sure there's that many, except for, like, the oil bugs. I mean, we could definitely get some oil bugs, put them in a cage. See what I mean about things dropping down? Yeah. But yeah, get, like, some oil bugs, put them in a cage. Use them to our advantage. It's not a bad idea. You know, it's times like this where all of those ascendant stone hatchets I've thrown away in my past, I'm like, why? I could really use one of those right now. Let's see. Get that going. That going. Make sure we have this loaded at almost all times. All right. Let's see. Bam. Actually, let's put that up here just in case. That going. Okay, there we go. We don't have anything to stick in that yet. We need to go see if we can figure out how to get some metal here. Also, we need to get... Really? Oh, man. Okay. We're in for a rough ride with the weather events. Let's get a little bit more wood. Let's go see if we can go grab some metal. I know there's metal up along that ridge. There's also metal right along this ridge. Key thing, though, is avoiding the capros. That's one of the biggest things, is just avoiding the capros. I'm just going to take down this tree for as much wood as it gives me. Put it all inside the refining forge. And then we can just pull out what we need. Gotta make sure I don't sprint. I'll keep that. Go get some... Mortar and pestle takes how much hide again? Let's see. Mortar and pestle. 15 hide. We've got that. Okay, we just need a little bit more stone for that. And then once we get the mortar and pestle up and going, we'll go check out the metal situation. Also, we need to get crystal here soon, too. You hear the Phoos chiming off in the distance. I'm gonna stay right at eye level so I can see things. If they're coming at me. Is that a Lysosaurus or is that a poop off to the left? I'm not sure. Whatever it is going to be coming right at me soon. Thank you, Rock. That Rock was just like, you want stone? I'll give you stone. I'll give you so much stone. Alright, we need more trees. We need to get a foundation. Well, a couple foundations and a couple ramps. Just to help us traverse this little ravine here. I'm gonna go see if there's any capros down there. There usually is. There. And there. There. Alright, we're missing just a little bit more for that, for another one of those. And these will help us. Is that the Dodicus? Oh, the Dodicus fell on there. Oh, okay. Thanks, dude. Yeah, trapping oil bugs and water bugs may help us out quite a bit. Let's see, so put this down here. All of that in there. And we may want to save those just in case. Put all the berries in there and the cactus in you. Okay, so you have 29. Yeah, okay. All right. All right, let's get moving. All right, see what I mean about... I mean, this right here, we may actually be able to get down through here. All right, we can recover on this one if we need to. Let's see, can we get up this? Yes. Okay. Load these up. You'd be very... Oh, hello. Oh, you found your way up. All right. Nice. Yeah, capros are usually down in this water. But there's also metal down in there. Let's get our butt over here. I'm not sure I like being in these massive bushes. I mean, we're kind of hidden, but we're not really hidden from anything, because a raptor, they don't care if you're in a bush. Okay, this is one of the things I was talking about. All right. Pick these bushes, get this out of the way. Hey, Phoo, can you give me a hand here? There we go. Great. We get a buff here. What if we... There we go. Oh, whatever. We actually have a house buff just right here in the corner. Pick this up and we'll just put it over our head here. We'll just sit right here in the while we're waiting through the sandstorm. All right. So, okay, I'm trying to get a good image here. There we go. All right. So, see you guys in a bit. All right, and while we're here, not only does this protect and give me the house buff, but then again, also being up against this cliff wall gives me house buff. But also, if anything, because your visibility is severely limited in a sandstorm, so if like a raptor were to come off and aggro on us, I wouldn't be able to figure out what the hell was attacking me or where it was coming from or how to get away from it. I mean, in a sandstorm, and I just know that this right here just stops the aggro because it can't see us. So, yeah. So, right now, we're pretty well protected until the sandstorm's over. Kind of digging this. This is all right. This is working pretty well. All right, now it's over. All right, let's grab this. I didn't hear anything walking around. Okay. Let's go get our food. Food should be cooked by now. We'll get back and start building that thing across anyway. Actually, let's get a couple ceilings made along the way. Ceiling. One more ramp. One more ceiling. Okay, that should work. That should help us build something to traverse that area. Because we're going to be on foot for a good while. I mean, a good while. And I want to get back to base, but I don't want to sprint because we're down to our last little bit of health. Granted, there it is, but yeah. Alright. It's food. Got 32. That'll do for now. Wrong button. Eat 2 of those. I don't want to overeat. I don't want to stay super high up on the food. I want to make sure that if we get hit, we've got a little bit of room to give ourselves... Really? Give ourselves a little bit of flexibility on a little bit of a health bump. You know, Phoo, you really are the bearer of bad tidings, and my bushes have regrown. Really? Well, I guess I need fiber anyway, right? But we need to get ourselves a sickle, a whip, all that stuff up and going very soon. Okay, let's try to rebuild this. You build it further out. Okay. Can we snap it now? Yes. All right. And there we go. Get this back up and going. Seeing any capros yet. Keywords yet. And then also on this side over here, definitely get wolves and raptors and everything. And pack stuff right now would be really, really bad. Lots of Melatops, okay. Hey, dude. You know, this really tall foliage kind of sucks. Yeah, see, this right here is what I'm talking about. Do we have enough? Can we... There's enough for a foundation. Let's see. There we go. Right, let's get our butt up here. We've got a little bit to go. Because I know on SE, on Survival Evolved, they had a bunch of metal right up here. Now we're going up to about right here. There should be 1 or 2 if I remember correctly. Let me get back up this. Take a look at raptors. There's a parasaur over there walking around like he's got no care in the world, so that's a big plus for us. All right, so we can go right back up that. Nice. We can get over here. Can we work our way back up this? Got to double check. Make sure. Yep. Okay. There's the spires in the distance. Okay, so far it's pretty clear sailing. So far. This is when something jumps out and eats me. And then also down here, there should be access to a bunch of other stuff. Also, we're going to want to be able to bring ourselves down here anyway, because this is the ravine we're going to be using to tame, I think, Rex. And also, up there is where we're going to be getting our rare flowers and our silk. These for the first little bit. See if we can get up here. I can definitely use some oil jug bugs. Wonder if we can get up here. This is dangerous. Thank you. Can't handpick this stuff, can you? Yeah, you don't get silk from it by handpicking it. Oh, no, you do. You get a little. We can get a little silk from it. We can turn around and make a whip and then get a lot of silk from it. Just eat all these berries. Get some quick food. Oh, you scared me, dude. I thought you started bolting, man. Dude, don't do that to me. Woo! Okay. So we've got 8 silk so far. I've got my hand ready to get Ebola active as soon as something bad happens. Okay, that should be enough for a whip. There we go. Now we're getting much faster. Silk. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Just that little bit gave us 16. That's pretty cool. Let's see if we can go get some more. Have to be very, very careful. All right. Inky up here. Or jerboas. There we go. Also, these are Joshua trees. We can get sap from these. All right, so let's see. 54 silk. All right, let's start dumping berries. Now that we've got the whip, we don't need the berries nearly as much. We do need the seeds, though. Now, let's see. So, for how much silk does it take for desert cloth armor? It's 12, 27, 30, 38, 48 silk, plus also silica pearls and crystal. All right, we've got 54. Nice. Let's get just a little bit more and let's head our butt back. Man, you know what? Being able to craft a whip, night and day difference from not being able to pick berries, man. Why didn't I have one of these things on the island? Man. It's because you don't have silk on the island. But yeah, I mean, seriously. All right. How much do we have? Got 57. All right, let's get our butt back down. Let's see if we can make it. And we even repaired our whip too, which is huge. Okay. Now there is metal down there. I'm not sure. I mean, and granted, I came down here to get silk and metal, but I do think there's an easier way of getting metal. I mean, that one right there, it's down there very far. It should be like one metal node down there. And we could go take a look. I mean, I'm not scared. You're scared. Let's see. Yeah, that freaks me out. See Melatops up there running for their lives. Yeah. All right, let's get down here. We know this is safer, so now that we've kind of cleared this way out, we've also made the area. Okay, no, we got plenty of water. See if we can find our path back. It should be pretty easy. Just stick to the left wall here. The silliest part is you don't know if anything jumped down while we were up there gathering silk. You don't know anything like that. It's not freaky at all. I swear. There we go. There's the first one. There's the second one. Melatops. And this should be the jump across. Yeah, right there. Baby Melatops. We want to make sure we steer clear of that. Now, a kangaroo would actually be pretty decent. I mean, a Procoptodon. I've had worse tames. Capro down there? No. It's the water doing what water does. Okay. Alright, but yeah, man, having that whip... Oh, that is going to be an absolute game changer. All those problems that we had picking berries, just gone. Absolutely gone. Oh, man. Let's get over here. I haven't gotten any metal, though. That's going to be a problem. And there's no river rocks here. All right. Get a box made. Did that just make it sound like I got hit right after that? And it absolutely did. That's silly. All right. Maybe here I could also make a bookshelf. By the way, thanks everybody in the comments. Phlinger, you need a bookshelf. Yep, you're right. I totally do. Okay. Sure. That'll work. I also have a railing. Snap that right there. All right, let's just start keeping some of our resources inside there where we don't lose them. Spoil this out. 4 minutes. And then use that to make narcotics, because we're going to need some. Man, I got to tell you, though, it feels really good. To have a whip. I'm just telling you. All right, this stuff's got just a couple seconds. And there we go. All right, let's see. Bam, put that in there. Get all that up and going. We've got 26. We need to get some more spoiled meat. But I do think as the weather starts setting in, thanks, Phoo, I do think that's where I'm going to end it for today, because we've got our whip, and that is huge. The whip is going to be massive, because if we would have had a whip on the island, oh my god, it would have been such a game changer. Things would have happened so much faster. Oh man, just the advent of a whip, and I'm almost afraid to just crack this thing right now because I don't want the durability to go down. But yeah, next time we need to figure out, we need to go find metal. I'm pretty sure there's some metal right over there. That's going to be one heck of an adventure. Oh, man. Yeah. All right. Thanks, Phoo. All right. But hey, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that like button. I really appreciate it. If you're new around here, subscribe. And until next time, this is Phlinger. And take it easy, everybody. Woo. Scorched Earth.